So after you get the survey that they filled out, that information will come in. You'll go over to sales, and you'll want to create an invoice for them. You can just go over to create invoice, and this will start a new one for you. If it's an existing customer, which most likely it won't be, you have to enter that customer name in there. So we did something like that. You can see right here, it'll bring up add new customer, and then you get this screen come off to the side, and just go ahead and fill this information in here. You're going to want to get the company name, definitely need their email, their mobile number. I actually put their first and last name up there as a company name there. Their billing address is here. And at this point, you probably don't know what their primary payment is, and you won't need any opening balances or anything like that. That's if you're transferring. And then you go ahead and hit the save button. We're just going to X out. So let's select a customer that's already in the system. We'll put my name in there. It'll automatically pop that up. I already have my payment information already on mine. So if you're doing an invoice for services, this would be great because you already got that information there. We always leave this due on receipt. We want the customers to pay right away. If you did want to change it, you could. And then your invoice date is date your membership is going to start. So in here, you can just start typing, or you can select what you want. So we have, if you click on it, it'll give you a drop-down menu. So for their first membership, you're going to want to put in class and gym, classes only, or there's a gym only. Okay, so you put that in there. You'll see the description come up. You can actually add to that if you wanted to. So if there's something specific you wanted to put in there, you could. If you had a discount for that, you would just go to line 2, click on that, and you could actually select the discount, or just type discount. You'll see we have a discount in there for the military. So that's 10% off. Now in this case, you're going to have to manually type that in. So it'd be negative 2.49 basically. Okay, and that'll subtract you from there. And since you're doing an invoice, you could bill the annual fee here too. Then we're going to get into a reoccurring. So what the advantage of an invoice is you're going to send this out to the customer to upload their payment information. Okay, so that's the advantage of doing this. So you put the annual fee on here. Okay, and once you get that done, you could put any notes in here if you needed to, if there's something, or you can even attach a file. Okay, and then you hit send and save. Okay, send and save will actually send it to them, and then you're probably going to want to do a follow-up within a day or so, if they did not pay it, and say, hey, look, we sent it out to you, check your spam folder, because this is coming from QuickBooks, but it will say before and after. If you did not want to send it to them, say you're doing a bunch today and you want to send it tomorrow for some reason, first of the year or something like that, you can hit save, and it'll save this invoice. The customer will not. The next thing we're going to do is a sales receipt. So in this case, you'll go to that customer, customers, and then we'll just select one here. We'll go under Brendan, and then you go new transaction, and you'll want a sales receipt. In this case, this is something that they will not get when you set up reoccurring. It'll not send it to them each month. It'll just bill their credit card. So in this case, it would already have the person's information in there, and you can see here their credit card information would be in there because you did an invoice. If you got the information from them, say they handed you a check or handed you a credit card, you could fill this information in here. In this case, we already have a credit card on file. So you also want to make sure we have the sheet of paper filled out for this too. So in this case, we want to do a reoccurring. So you go to the bottom, make reoccurring. Okay, and in this case, we can do the first day of the month, and you can give a start date. You can do it any day of the month you want. You can do it on the 20th day of each month. Okay, but this is where you do the intervals, and then you put in that start date. So in this case, he signed up today. We would select today's date, and we would not have this end until he calls us, and then we'll go and turn this reoccurring off. Okay. It's going to bill his credit card, and this we would just do because we're doing membership. So this, let's say this was a gym membership, gym only. Okay. And if we have the discount in there, we'd have to put that discount on line 2. Now this is going to be his. You do that because we did that in the example. Okay. You get 24. Okay. See, they adjusted it down there. This is a monthly one, so we then obviously save this template. This is a template they're going to use to send this out each month. Now, the other thing we'd have to do is go back and do this again, but the next time we're going to select yearly, and then you could put it on, be December, any date you want, December 18th in this case. 18th. Okay. And now this will do the yearly. So in this case, we'll type in annual. Okay. Membership. This we don't want here, so we can just delete it. So a little recycle thing here. We're not going to give the discount on the annual fee. So that's all done right here. Okay. And then you would obviously save that. And oops, I'm sorry. We got to make sure we change the start date to the 2024. Okay. So that's an important step there. We definitely don't want to do. If you wanted to send them the email, you could also click the button that would send them the email too. We usually don't do that. Then you can also go under their account. So if you go to customers, you'll be able to see what's going on here. So one thing you'll over on this side, if you receive a payment, let's say they manually pay you could go and you could accept that payment through here. So if they gave you a check, you would just go in, you put, they paid with a check, the check number was $245, type that in there, and we want to go to our checking account, obviously. And then Carla will take over and make sure that check gets paid, or that bill gets paid. You just put the check on her desk. Okay, so that would be paying this invoice 1002. Okay, and if you look up here, you can see who paid us and who did not. There's also quick ways we could create an invoice over here. So if someone wanted gym services, you could click here and create an invoice form. You could create an estimate. Say, hey, can you give me a price on what it would cost to have, 10 workouts and a nutrition program for me. You could actually create that estimate right there. Okay. And then I did this other one. You click on customers, and if you click on the customer, it'll actually go and kind of show you some history they have on that. So if you want to see what was done, you got your drop down over here, which you can view and edit. You can also duplicate, so you can make another one for this customer and then change the name on it too. That's probably a shortcut we should have went over. Just copy a template one, and then you'll have that there. Okay. And the other thing is invoices. You can click on invoices, and it'll show you all the invoices that were done. And you obviously sort it if you just want to see for the last month. But you can also see what's overdue. So, this person here, 27 days ago, they were supposed to pay that bill, and they have not paid that